Hi everyone, I'm Andrea Flack-Wetherald. I'm the owner of And Beyond and andbeyondimprov.com. And today I want to share with you a little bit about this idea of being a good leader. I want to share with you some of the problems that I think can come up when we aspire to be a good leader. And I also want to share with you a framework that I think can be a little bit more helpful and a little bit more productive when we're thinking about being the best possible leader, the best possible culture advocate we can be at our companies. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope you get a lot out of this. The first problem is that good people hurt people too, right? I love after I speak, people come up to me and they say, oh, I'm so thankful we have such good leaders at our company, or I have such good people at my company. Kind of insinuating so we don't have to deal with these problems of, tokenization or harassment or, employee churn, things of this nature. And I think maybe they really are the company that doesn't have any of these problems, or maybe they've gotten a little bit lazy with some of the work of really seeing what's happening around them, and that is easy to do. It is easy to lean into and kind of hide behind that identity as a good leader and allow it to keep you from really growing. And unfortunately, that's also keeping you from experiencing the joy of having a truly connected culture. The second thing is that good is relative. The idea of good does not exist outside of comparison. And comparison is the enemy of joy and freedom and growth. So, we don't want to get so hung up on, our understanding that, well, there are leaders that are doing it worse. There are leaders that are intentionally racist, intentionally sexist. There are leaders out there stealing from the company and, doing horrible things. And I'm not like those people. We don't want to get so hung up on it's worse other places that we stop challenging ourselves to be like, okay, but how can I be the best I can be, right? Instead of, avoiding being the worst template we've ever seen for a leader, we want to be focusing on being the best version of ourselves because the other templates don't matter. So instead of the word good, I want to offer a different way to think about being the best culture advocate, the best leader that you can be. So instead of thinking about goodness, I want you to think about alignment. Good, this concept of good really means often in alignment. When people view you as a good leader or a good partner or a good parent, what they're observing is someone who is often in alignment. If you follow my channel, if you follow my work, you know that alignment is about having full faith and equal faith in yourself, in the people around you, and in the process of building stuff together. When you have faith in those things, you're not making paranoid, anxious decisions. You're not making proving decisions. You're making decisions that serve the whole. You're making decisions that are truly innovative, that bring you closer to the kind of company that you want to be, the kind of leader that you want to be. So full faith in yourself, the people around you, and that process of building stuff together. You're remembering that it's safe to do your part, not everyone's, etc. I have lots of other videos about that concept of alignment if you want to check those out. So really, if we want to be a good leader, instead of asking yourself, how do I be good? How do I be good? And searching the world for templates of good leaders and trying to emulate what they've done in their companies, the mistake that we make there in trying to emulate other people is that we're not in that ecosystem. And so we don't feel what it feels like for those things to be done in that context. Maybe having a ping pong table and a movie theater and a cereal wall and whatever it is truly honors the people in that ecosystem and makes them feel heard, makes them feel seen. Maybe those manifestations of good things meant something to those people because they asked for them and because of what their needs were. But when you try to put a ping pong table in your office, people are just like, you're not listening. Believe me, I've been in a lot of offices that have ping pong tables and unhappy employees. So the trouble with searching elsewhere for templates of good leadership is that you're not checking in with yourself and figuring out, what do my people need? What does this situation need? The way that you get those answers is by being in alignment, getting totally in alignment on those three legs of that tripod. And the best way to do that is forgiveness. Every time that you are out of alignment on one of those points, you're forgetting that it's safe to trust the process. You're forgetting that it's safe to trust yourself. You're forgetting that it's safe to trust someone else at the company. The answer is forgiveness. Now, when I teach forgiveness, I teach that it's not about the ability to look into the past and then have peace about whatever has happened. People are carrying around deeply painful things. And as a foster adopt parent, meaning someone who has adopted a child that experienced foster care, I will say that there are things that should always make us angry. There are things that should always make us angry. So it's not about looking back and being like, oh, I've come to a place of peace about this injustice or something that happened before. But it's about looking forward and making decisions without the limiting beliefs that that unjust experience from the past caused you to have. So when unfair, painful, hurtful things happen, your brain is instantly creating limiting beliefs about what your future can hold, about what you can be and do and have, about your future happiness, or about, a certain kind of person that did that to you or was a part of that situation. So there's all these limiting beliefs that get formed in your brain. And then what that does is when you're in similar situations or situations that feel similar to you in the future, those limiting beliefs show up and make it hard for you to make an aligned decision, a decision where you're fully in alignment. So doing the work of forgiveness is about reckoning with these things that have happened, but not necessarily being like, oh, it's okay. I forgive you is not the same as that's okay. But it is about, I can still experience the fullness of freedom and growth and joy in the future. And so can this person. And that person is more than that one thing. Do you see what I mean? Really getting down into that deep truth and getting re-centered in your understanding that it is safe to trust the people around you. It is safe to trust yourself. It is safe to build things that matter alongside other people without feeling like you have to do it all yourself. So forgiveness is how you get there. So I could just talk about forgiveness forever. It's so important. It is such a critical attribute of an effective leader to forgive proactively, to forgive regularly, so that you can be in alignment to make decisions that make real sense, that unlock real growth potential for you and your team. So I hope that these thoughts have been helpful. I think about what it means to be a good leader quite a lot. And I know that you guys do too. Most of the people that follow me are people that I would consider very good leaders and very good HR team members. So I hope that that gives you some freedom and a deep breath and something instructive to do. Stop asking yourself how to be good and start asking yourself how to be in alignment. And forgiveness is the work to do. So thank you so much for watching this video. And more importantly, thank you for the work that you are doing as leaders. You are making the world a better place. By being a leader full of intention to be in alignment, you are making the world a better place for yourself and for every person that works at your company. So thank you for the work that you do. If this video was helpful, I hope that you'll hit the like button and share it so that more people can see it and be impacted. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.